Hey guys, how's it going? So, bad news. Nah, I don't want to start the video off like that. Hey guys, so, bad news. This is the valve off of the Volvo. As you can see, it's got a little, it's got some different valves and hoses in it. Bad news is, it doesn't fit on this new one. It only works on this old one. So I need to find the filter, this same fuel pump. The only issue is it's like $170 at O'Reilly's. So I gotta find somewhere else that'll give me that oil, that fuel pump for cheaper that I can do. So the fuel pump is not happening today. But instead we can try and figure out some other things. We may well dive back into the engine bay, tear some more stuff out. So right away, this is our transmission cooler on the front. And right away looking at it, I can see I want to undo this hose and I want to undo this canister. And after that we should be able to remove this in almost one piece. Take that up out of the way, and that'll make getting rid of our radiator much easier. Alright, I just got that undone. And judging for the hissing noise it made, I don't think that was my transmission cooling lines. I think that might have been my air conditioning. Alright. Got that bolt undone. I believe that we are 4 screws away from pulling out this cooler. Those are our Phillips heads. Easy enough. Alright, that's out of the way. Onto the radiator and this horn slash hood brace thing. Now we got more space to get to that guy. Okay, horns are out of the way. Probably just gonna snip that cable tie so I can just set it down and on the battery tray. Just have it completely out of the way and not unhook the horns so I don't have to. And then see, next I gotta unhook this coolant and drain it, but I've got that big skid plate down below, so I'm not exactly sure where it's gonna go, so that'll be a fun experiment. Then I can also unhook this reservoir, and once we take off this top hose on the radiator too, then once that's all done we can pull the radiator and the fan shroud. We'll pull the radiator out so the fan shroud can come out, because the fan's in there pretty deep, so I need to pull the radiator out first before I can get the fan shroud out. But making progress. So one minor snafu I've hit is I forgot all about these transmission cooling lines, and it worries me a little bit because, for one, I don't have any kitty litter to clean up a mess, and I'm supposed to be trying to keep this shop as clean as possible because the renter doesn't really want any like oils or anything like that staining the floor. So I'm kind of nervous doing anything that can like spill without any kitty litter or anything like that. So we might have to stall that for next week and maybe just start pulling accessories and stuff off the engine. But I don't know if I can get. The problem is at the fuel pump I have a jack stand that's pretty much locked in on the rear there, and if I can put the rear back down I can lift the front back up and make it a lot easier to drain fluids and get under stuff. But right now that fuel pump is holding up a lot of progress, but so far I seem to be making pretty good progress. I mean, maybe there's a handful of things we could probably pull off here and there, but I don't know how much more I can do without running into the need to either make a mess or put the fuel pump in. We'll just have to see either way. Alright, so kind of an idea here. What I can do is take off this skid plate, and that'll give me the ability to control where my messes go a little bit better. So I can hopefully direct them right into this pan and make things a little bit easier on my end. Also, it's cold enough down here on the floor, I'm gonna go put on my Grace Monkey suit. Okay, that's much better. I think I'm gonna freeze to death now. Alright, got that out. Thinking now that I have a clear shot of it, I'm going to try and, there you are, dump that coolant out, see how much of it I can get to go into the actual pan. Hopefully a lot of it's water, and I don't make it too huge of a mess. Alright, one hose down. 2 to go. Alright. That went better than I thought it would. I gotta pause for a minute because my hands are really cold. I'll step over here by the heater and warm up my hands and such. And I'll get right back to it. Okay, mental note, this little heater is not enough. Alright, I've stood by here long enough. It's just gonna get colder, and I'm just gonna get more exhausted. Yeah, during these winter months, the real limiting factor is just how long you can work with how cold it is, and it's getting really cold. Like, I can't feel my toes right now. So I think we'll just button up some stuff and move on. Okay, got the flashlight. So we have some coolant out. I need to take off that bottom hose and these transmission lines and pull this radiator out. And we should be able to start diving into accessories and start getting everything unhooked and ready to pull out of the actual vehicle. But yeah, I don't want to say I'm too cold right now. I'm gonna clean some things up, put some tools back, maybe straighten up my desk a little bit because it's warm over there, and then we'll call that a night. Alright, I got some organizing to do. Alright, that's all cleaned up. Oh, I'm so cold. Alright, real quick, let's have some real chat. So, next week, or the week after this episode airs, school is starting up again. So between school and work, there's not really going to be a lot of time for Volvo swapping and filming and editing for YouTube. So from here on out, episodes might not be as constant as they are. And I don't know, they might get more or less constant depending on just how much it fluctuates, how much the school schedule affects the work. Because I know I'm at least going to lose 2 or 3 hours on one evening, and then on a different evening I lose more hours. Like, I have an engineering class that starts in March. I'm going to lose a lot of time on that one. So I'm trying to keep episodes at least once a week, but in the future that might not happen, at least until school gets out again in May. But yeah, I hope you guys just understand that for a while things might not work out the way I'd like them to. Like, I'd like to do the shop more often. I mean, maybe not more often, but like earlier in the day when I'm not freezing my butt off all the time. I don't know, maybe I could do that. Maybe what I could do is quit my job, come down here and do this in the morning, go to school in the evening and work nights. Then I'd be exhausted and I don't know. But so cold. Oh. Yeah, worst case scenario video like once a month, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Is my board warping? Kinda looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah, whatever. I don't think it'll be that bad, but it might not be as good as it's been recently. But thank you all for watching. Maybe when it gets warmer, episodes will get longer, so I can get more stuff done without feeling like I'm dying. So anyways, I'm going to try and order that fuel pump, try and get it in. So once we get that fuel pump in, we can start really making some progress on pulling that engine out. We get the jack stands in here, and it'll be good times once we get that fuel pump in. But anyways, thanks for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Leave a comment on what do you guys want me to see me do next, or if you guys have tips or tricks on how to get this Volvo out. Anyways, we'll see you guys later.